She's still sad that the camera cuts off her character compliment hair buns. It's Fateful Fairy. He's less angry punching bag and more dungeon delver with his new character. It's Midwest Dungeon Delvers.
Yeah.
Contrary to her character, she smells less like fish and more like flowers than ever before. It's Palm Tree Tries Tea Edition.
Hi!
Oh. He forgot to write an intro, except his intro was that he forgot to write an intro, so then he didn't forget to write an intro, and therefore, by not forgetting, he no longer has an intro, and therefore, it's K. Garomile! I'm Will, your game master who has mastered the art of making everything seem like it was all planned ahead of time. And this is Super Smash Quest. Woo, indeed. Yes. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Palm, congrats on grabbing first, even though he only just barely made it for stream as well.
Priorities.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And welcome into all those viewing here on Twitch. We got Stars, Lava, and Dan's watching today. Good to have y'all in here. And of course, there'll be many joining in as we go. And welcome into those watching here later on our various podcasting platforms. And be sure to follow us wherever that may be. And especially on YouTube, where we're trying to get up to some more subbies built up there, because boy howdy, YouTube is the hardest one to get monetized on, because they're already making money off of you through ads, so they have no incentive to give you any money. So yeah. But anyways, welcome in, everyone. And we've got some we got some amazing players here as well. Hello, players.
Hi.
They're all waving for those that they're not saying hi to anyone only listening. They're only saying hi to those with video versions apparently today. And then there's Palm. Palm likes you all.
There's some amazing players, and also we're here. Lol.
But yes, welcome in. So you guys excited for a second session? We didn't scare you away yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, that reminds me, I need you to send you my 2-week notice.
Oh no.
Just jokes.
Alrighty. Well then, with that, let's not dilly nor dally too much here. We're going to go ahead and roll for a quiz. And also, we're going to figure out who's going to be the first person to do a recap. So after y'all, oh gosh darn it, I forgot to make a Marco for and a Polo for this. Hold on.
But did you make a macro?
No, I did not make a macro. You know what? I'm going to do that right now because it really doesn't take that long. So hold on. Rayquaza, paste, save. Okay, now there we go.
Well, you could have done that last time.
Dang it!
2 seconds.
It didn't work.
No.
Hold on. I got this. Okay, now it will work. Go ahead. I welcome in Damie as well, and that gives me a good transition to Damie being our artist for all the character arts. Make sure you're checking them out on all the places. Yeah, and there we go. Yes. So in the Roll20 chat, do hashtag Rayquaza, and it will roll your standard set of 7 dice for you. And with that, whoever rolls the highest on their D20 within wait, why did it not work for you? You did that correctly.
Yeah, it wasn't working. That's why me and Allie, we typed it out.
Wah, wah.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Do
I
I
just
have
typed it out just because I was.
visible to all players? Whoopsies.
Yep.
Try now.
Run it back.
Hey, there it is.
There we go.
Uh,
Working out the kinks. Oh,
Hey.
Gromile getting a nat 20 on the
Hey.
D20, so he's probably going to be the first to recap here.
Tom got a 54.
Actually, I didn't know that was the reward. That's good. Very good. Yep.
Yeah. In this game, well, we're also seeing if you can roll a straight for Rayquaza to spawn, but I'm also using this as a
yeah.
convenient way to figure out who does what first. Which it looks like Grovile. Give us a recap of what happened last time.
I thought you said whoever got the highest.
Yeah, you got the highest. No, I wasn't talking about the totals. I was talking about on the D20 itself, and you rolled a nat 20 on the D20 part.
Oh, goodness. It began in darkness. And then there was us. Hold on. We were in our various worlds. We had I believe, an Elden Ring guy. I haven't played Elden Ring. That's the only game here I don't know. He was doing some praying, doing some stuff, trying to figure out what his deal is. We had an old, a kind old Animal Crossing lady person sailing the seas. We had a blue soul in the underworld, searching for purpose. And a water wraith in the Pikmin world stepping on Pikmin as he does. And then suddenly our worlds collided magically through the power of plot devices. And we came together and took a while to kind of get our bearings and figure out what was going on before we decided to head out on a journey across a long stretch of land to, I think there was something shiny that looks like it might be a good place to go to because, yep. And then we were beset by beasts who we defeated, and now they're dead mostly, except one of them. I think we caught him. I'm not sure. Well, I can't remember what happened with that. And now here we are, still trying to get to the place with the thing.
All right, indeed. Well, just to give some more detail on that, the shiny thing that you saw on a far-off mountain had the Smash emblem on it and looks extremely important, essentially. There's a broken bridge over a football field's length canyon that y'all were starting to head towards when some glitches came up. So yes, overall pretty accurate, but yes. And
80%.
with 70%.
Okay.
It's passing.
Well, at my school, you need a 75 to pass. So.
Oh no.
I would have
Rip.
failed out so fast. So fast.
You can't
Go
forget
back.
that we left off with someone with blue hair, a white lab coat, and a distinctly nerdy voice saying, "Don't touch that!"
Yes,
That's
because KV here, Alex's character, has one of the glitches in a net. This character in a lab coat, which I have a depiction of here, another art that Dami pedaled out in such in like a record amount of time, by the way. Great job. But yes, the this professor here, this little cutie comes up. Yes, so for those that are familiar with season 1, this is not quite the same character from there, but you'll see.
Oh.
Okay.
But yes, so
Oh.
um
Oh no. No, I won't season 1 back. I never thought I'd say that, but I won't season 1 back.
Oh no.
Alrighty, so he comes up and it's like, don't touch that, you'll become a glitch too. He says this to KV.
Who's muted?
Honey, you're muted. Honey, you're muted.
White.
Oh no.
Bro.
I freeze in my tracks and I just like keep the net like sticking it there.
Yeah, there we go.
Like looking to the professor, like looking to the guy for guidance, like just being like, I'll do whatever you say. Okay.
Okay. So, y'all, where did y'all just defeat all those there glitches in front of us that were here a moment ago?
I look over at my people. Yeah.
Well, that's quite impressive. I haven't seen anyone do that just yet. Everyone else has been kind of cowering and running. You guys are really stand out.
I do stand out, right?
I'm sorry,
right out
Sonny,
here.
but who are you?
I'm glad you asked. I am Professor Alan Eureka. You can just call me Al.
Hi, Al.
Salutations.
Arfax
Wow,
pulls out
okay.
one of his prattling pates and blows into it, and it says, "Please help." And he gestures to his glitchy arm.
Oh my golly gee.
Does that
That's
mean
not
he's gonna
good.
turn into one of those too?
If I don't take care of this right now. He starts like kind of like sifting through his lab coat that he has on, trying to find something. I should give a better physical description for those listening at home. He has he has blue hair that's kind of like slicked back, he has some remarkably pointy teeth on the what are those? Not the like outer pointy, not middle pointy. Whatever. I'm not a teeth expert, but anyways, and he's got a button-up shirt and khakis underneath of his lab coat, and the lab coat has the smash insignia on the pocket as well. And he's carrying around a weed defeating device of sorts. He's got this like what looks like just a normal weed killing like spray with a bottle. But yes.
He's walking around with a can of Roundup. This guy from Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, he does people in chat are saying like he's an Animal Crossing inkling, and like to that I say kind of. He is primarily Animal Crossing, but there is some aesthetic choices for sure. But anyways, but yes. So he pulls out a device that I left downstairs, so I'll just use my older version of the device, which is a Switch. He pulls out his Switch 2, but I left mine downstairs, so I got my Switch 1 on hand though. The
Hashtag not sponsored.
hashtag not sponsored yet. But anyways, so he pulls out the device that resembles it. Now, of course, y'all don't know what this is, and starts kind of tapping away on the screen. Then he takes off these two colorful instruments along the side of it, one red, one blue, and puts each one on either side of your arm and tells you, now this is going to sting a little bit. Let me count you down. 3, and then he just goes for it. And it hurts like a son of a gun. I would
I
like
just very calmly pull out the prattling pate of lamentation and just go.
go ahead and roll for me physique as well on this one.
Oh, I love that. I don't have a good physique like last season. Ooh.
A 1. Yeah, no, it hurts, and you're not really, and you show that it hurts. It's
Okay, as soon as I see that he's being hurt, I draw my weapon and point it at this professor.
but then afterwards,
No, wait, he's trying to help.
afterwards, he no longer appears as this stout little little Pikmin character, but rather as his normal self. So so it's at this point he becomes like twice as tall as all y'all, and is reverted back to his normal I almost said Dark Souls. I keep getting Elden Ring form of himself.
Elden Ring is Dark Souls 4. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Okay, I shift my weapon pointing from the professor to now Arfax, and now I say, "What do to friend? Who are you?"
For reference,
I think
your
we turned
weapon
it
is
back.
just a rolling pin. But
I understand this. I no longer recognize him.
yeah.
I say to the professor, "Can you turn the rest of us back?"
Oh, these are. Of course. These wouldn't be your default forms. Yes, of course.
Yeah, so he goes up and like, you know, starts like, you know, like holding the switch up to y'all and like kind of scanning you and
Is it gonna hurt?
Don't think about it.
No.
alrighty.
Is there a
bad
way that
magic.
wouldn't hurt?
I'm not. No. Anyways. So come here. Let me get.
And go ahead and
Is
roll
it
me.
the hurt that makes us change before you do?
He does not answer, and we'll just go ahead and do it on KV, who asked to have this done upon her first. And I would like KV to roll a physique roll to resist the pain.
Oh my gosh.
A 4. Gotcha. Alrighty. You actually are able to like withstand the pain quite a bit with your 4.
That wasn't too bad. It doesn't hurt that much.
Yes, it definitely was uncomfortable, but it didn't cause you as much pain as Arfax experienced.
I wouldn't worry about it, Melissa.
Okay. So is her net still there holding the glitch trapped?
Oh.
Because she reverted back. No, yeah, that net. I mean there's you don't have the equivalent of a net in your usual kit. So no, yeah, that's gonna start flying off.
Oh. For the best, we leave that one alone. If it's running off, just let it.
Okay, good.
Bye, birdie.
See you on the distant shore.
And you say you're not a theater kid.
Alrighty. And then the professor turns to Melissa and is like, Did you also want?
I mean, there's no other option.
I mean, the other option is to wait until we figure out how to undo the fusion of these worlds and just let it happen naturally. Depends on if you're willing to wait that long, if we can even figure out how to do it.
Are we talking like minutes, hours, days? I might not have years left in me, Sonny.
I understand, and I cannot give you an estimate at this time about how long it's going to be until we make reparations.
I see. Does it have to be the blue one and the red one, though?
Oh, always. I can give you all a I actually do have a spare. I might want to keep it for now, but I have a spare that I can give y'all if you're in a pinch. But we've probably got some other things that some other important matters at hand. And then he turns over to Wally. And then you over there, were you wanting a little fix?
Fix.
Yeah, go back to your normal form.
Fix.
He means the way you used to be.
Normal.
Remember? Remember before this?
Remember before this.
Do you like the way you were before, or do you like the way you are now?
Also, for those wondering why Alex sounds so different today, she is remote. She's at Kieran's house and using a different microphone this week. So that is the reason.
You make me tall and beefy.
Well, no, it'll just be the way you used to be, not like him.
Okay.
Alrighty, just hold still a moment and go ahead and roll physique for me.
Alright. Where is my thing? Submit.
A3. It stings. It's like like some needles like poked you just all over your body for a split second, and then it quickly passed.
Ouch. And I look around. So when you say a bunch of little needles poking in everywhere, I start like looking around to see if there's any Pikmin. Where are they?
Where who?
The little creatures.
Also,
You mean
well, you're the little creature here. At this point, you are now only a foot tall.
Well,
Alrighty.
when
Well,
did
that
friends get so big?
you got smaller?
Smaller.
Warfax like kneels down to get low and still is looking down and is just like, "You're beautiful."
He
Beautiful.
I do have something that could help you in the meanwhile. And he hands you a strange looking mushroom with two little beady eyes on it. Here, this will give put you up to a different size if you eat it.
Eat. What is eat? I put it on my head.
As you do so, as you go to like basically use it, and Palm over here freaking out because the stuff from
just
last
put it
campaign.
on top of my head. I don't know how to eat things. I absorb water, so I'm just putting it on top of my hat.
Oh, that's so cute.
Eat.
It did make him taller.
Yeah, so basically you don't have to actually consume it, because a lot of times just touching it and like the basic use of it, like if you go to use it, you use it. So So you end up coming up to a instead of being 1 foot tall, you are now 3 feet tall.
Wow, friends get smaller.
And I suppose it's time for me to get even smaller. I'll take my turn with your little doodad. Whatchamahickey. You kids and your technology these days.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll physique for me. With a 3, so same thing as with Wally. It's painful for a second, but they're no more than like needles poking you.
I slap at one of the needles, expecting there to be a wasp. There is no wasp. I am disappointed. I make the little Animal Crossing sound.
Beautiful.
What was that,
Alrighty.
Alex?
Why did you hit yourself?
Oh, I thought I was a wasp getting me, but there was no wasp.
What's a wasp?
It's a bug with a stinger. He's kind of mean, but he's really cool.
He sounds mean. I don't like him.
Oh, like a scornet.
Like a skirmit? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Like a scornet. I have a friend who's a scornet. He
I've never heard
flies.
of that one either. Do you guys have more bugs where you guys are? Were?
Many bug friends.
I don't know if I'd like it there.
Okay.
Do you eat them?
Eat.
Oh, I forgot.
What is eat?
Sorry. Do you feel better now that you're back to yourself?
Back to myself. I take out my roller and I examine it thoughtfully for a moment. Not yet back to myself.
Well,
Put it back.
well, at this point you do have your full. Oh yeah. So he does pull out a like much larger roller than before. Like this is closer to a steamroller, like a handheld steamroller, if anything. But for those familiar with the Pikmin game, not quite a complete unit of sorts in that regard.
And with renewed determination, I start walking back towards the shiny smash ball thing.
I go up to KV while we walk, and I'm like, back in where I'm from, we have these wasps. They are lots of different types of wasps, like the Asiatic honeybee. The dark-waisted paper wasp is a social species, congregating in large hives composed of numerous interlinked hexagonal shells similar to a honeycomb. Rather than being made from natural wax, however, these hives are constructed of paper, created by chewing wood into pulp and spitting it out, hence the name paper wasp.
So you chew the wood?
No, the wasp eats the wood.
Oh!
We
Have
have
you ever
lots
eaten
and
wood?
lots of... Can I eat wood?
Mhm.
I would not like to eat wood.
I wouldn't either.
That's good.
I'm glad
Do
you
you want
cleared that
to?
up.
Do you want to see all the other bugs that we have? I have a whole collection of them.
I like that butterfly.
That's a butterfly. They often flutter by.
I've seen butterflies before. I like them.
Why?
They're good.
Why bug friends so small?
Oh, that's just because
Because
this
it's
is
a
that's just a very relative thing.
It's
It's interesting that one actually it looks normal. Huh, it must have an alternate universe form of itself. That's the only reason that we ain't be glitched is because we have some kind of alternate universe form in one of the fused worlds. And so, that we were able to fuse with something when the fusion happened. But those poor things, those glitches over there, didn't have no alternate universe form for themselves with the universes that got merged together. So they ended up just being all glitchy and trying to spread that glitch around, just super hostile.
Wow.
Should we be trying to save them, or should we be getting rid of them? Are they dangerous?
Well, when you defeat them, they just kind of go back to where they were first you could say spawned into the world, for lack of better words.
Okay.
So it's not like they are being permanently removed, but they get to momentarily have a sense of self back at wherever they respawn before becoming a glitch momentarily after.
So
Okay,
they're
that makes me feel better.
us, not really from this world, but they've just been here too long, like longer than us, and so they've devolved into just mindless glitches.
No, it's because they didn't have an alternate universe form in any of the universes that got merged together, right? So there wasn't anything compatible within the same time and space. So it just kind of failed, and they ended up glitchy.
So did they have a home universe?
Oh, of course.
Arfax
all
Who
just
decided
shows
whether or not they were compatible?
Arfax just shows his journal and it just says you cannot trust time.
Oh, of course. Well, I'm not
Listen, I
much of
hate
a...
to break it to you, Sonny, but my world is not like this.
No, of course. This is a fusion of 4 different worlds. From what I've been gathering, the 4 different worlds, by their Federation classifications, are the Undertale world, the Pikmin world, the Animal Crossing world, and the I keep wanting to say Dark Souls. Stop it, Will. Elden Ring world.
Which one am I?
Well, judging by your aesthetics, let me get a. He holds the switch up to you. Oh, looks like you're from the Undertale world. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Undertale.
Why is my world named after pesky evil pests?
Well, that's just what the Federation decided when we started standardizing names.
I
So
would
there's
like
someone in
to have a
charge of
word.
this.
Yes, the Federation the Super Smash Federation oversees the multiverse essentially, and make sure that the worlds are not interfering with one another. Really, they're not trying to govern over any of the worlds. Just make sure that the only space they govern over is subspace. Subspace is a whole nother thing, by the way. I can go on forever about subspace. It's so interesting because it's this like space that's like takes up the same space as normal space, but though it's kind of like subspace, it's like there but not there at the same time. So it's like this, which is why we call it subspace. It's a space within the space, but though it's also the space between spaces. So it's it allows you to quickly travel around between the different universes. But it's also its own world, but also not its own world. So
I get it. It's like how I'm dead but not dead at the same time.
not quite, but close. Yes.
Blue-haired
I almost
guy,
got it.
you are kind of blowing my mind right now.
I'm just, so if the Super Smash Federation is supposed to keep us from entering other worlds, would that not mean they also are supposed to keep the worlds from entering other worlds?
Why, yes. So this is definitely something that we are trying to take care of right now. I'm glad that you asked. This is definitely within our purview. And also, I'd like to apologize on behalf of the Federation because it's also our fault.
If Gumsha was here, she'd ask for compensation, but she's not.
Let's get to it.
So if you are at fault, and then I pull out my weapon, we destroy you.
No, we don't need to threaten anyone now. We just need to figure out what happened. Can we talk to these Federation people?
Yeah, exactly. And plus, it wasn't me specifically. It was my one of my alternate universe forms from the Splatoon world. His name is Albert. He was the one that kind of led the charge on this one. In fact, that's how he found me, because he was researching alternate universe forms, and I was one of his alternate universe forms. So it was really cool to connect with one another and see what we have in common, see what we don't. He seems to be more of an audio engineer, and I'm more of a farming engineer, that kind of thing. But we're both very techy. It was quite interesting to see. And so he'll just kind of like go on and start talking about like, oh, we had this collaborate, like we should probably start walking and talking. Come on, and and he starts blabbering on about like, man, when we first met, I was flabbergasted. Let me tell you, I had suspicions about there being other universes out there. I'd heard of the Super Smash Brothers tournaments before, so I knew that was a thing. But I'm more humbler, I suppose, than Albert, because I was pretty content being the farming tech, but. Nonetheless, he and I had some similar ambitions, and we wanted to kind of explore this idea of alternate universe forms together. But one of the experiments that he was doing, it ended up kind of blowing up in our faces, and causing this mass fusion of various worlds together. And so now we have to go one by one and unfuse them together from each other.
So what happens to the little glitchy fellas when you unfuse them?
Oh, they'll go back to normal.
Just right as rain, as if we didn't slaughter his friends right in front of his eyes.
I'm not sure what he will remember or not. Well, that's something we'll have to find out as we get there.
Huh.
So Albert caused badness.
Yes, indeed. Well, I take some of the blame though, because I was helping him with the research, but he was the one taking the lead. So it's more of a collective.
Also, you are kind of him, aren't you?
In a sense, I'm a distinct person, but though we share some some of our DNA is similar. Although our WNA is completely different. The WNA is your World Engine Assignment, WNA for short. It's kind of like DNA, but though just kind of like what world you're from. And so that's what this device does, pulling up his Switch. That's what this device does. Is it's able to, help you, with your World Engine Assignment. That's what I did just now. Is like alter your WNA to a different form.
So, is there a form of me in this world, or in, I guess, his home world, since that's who I looked like before?
It seems so. And in fact, once I unfused you, I believe your counterpart should have spawned somewhere else in this world. Might come across and might not.
Have you met me before? Here?
No, this is the first time. You were still fused when I came here.
I turned and looked.
Right?
I looked at our Afrax? Anthrax?
Arfax. Anthrax.
I looked at
Definitely not
Arfax when I
Anthrax.
said that.
Not Anthrax.
Sorry. I looked at Arfax when I said that.
Sorry. Can I
Ar-
roll something to see if this guy's telling the truth? Or like if he's hiding something or something?
Oh, absolutely you may. Yes, you can roll empathy.
Oh, good. That's the one I'm good at. Okay. legendary empathy.
An 8, golly. No, you get the sense that
Whoa.
he is being a little too honest. He seems to be like you get the sense that he's probably shouldn't be telling you all the things that he is telling you. He's being absurdly open.
Okay. So in his honesty, he's being dishonest?
No. It's not dishonest at all. He's oversharing. It's all honest though.
Oh, okay. Then there you go.
It's the honest ones you want to watch out for.
Arfax shrugs at you, Melissa. Just kind of like,
All right, I suppose. Hey, is there any cool terrain stuff that I see around while we travel?
The terrain, just as you're traveling, like you cross over all sorts of different, you could call them biomes of sorts, different ones resembling different worlds. At one point it's kind of a cave aesthetic, as if from Undertale. At other points it's a bunch of like abnormally tall grass, as if from Pikmin, etc.
Cool. Can I harvest a couple bundles of the really tall grass?
One of these blades of grass would be the size of a bundle, so you can have a quote unquote bundle, which would be just one giant rolled up blade of grass.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
I am denoting like what world I got these from in my inventory for future reference as I pull them out.
Perfect. Alrighty. As you mosey on along, you end up like having to battle some glitches along the way, which will not waste our time doing, because it will just you just punch, take them out. Cool. Yeah, we won't waste our time on the riffraff too much. But as you come along here, you come to that bridge. At this point, I would call it a Dark Souls biome that you're in. This bridge was supposed to go across this canyon is very much out of commission. It is there's like maybe a couple feet of it on each side. Like on the other side, actually, it does reach about like a third of the way. So like half, you've like in total you've got half of the bridge there. But there still is some y'all will have to do something to either get yourselves across or fix this bridge.
Well, looks like our path's kind of blocked here, which is really disappointing.
Oh well. I turn around.
Can I... You may say no. Can I use my final smash to turn into a blue heart and like...
No, because you need smash. You need to build up smash energy, for that. So you would have to, like, a smash ball would have to come in order for you to do that.
Can we DIY a smash ball?
No, they
Okay.
yeah, they don't just spawn out of nowhere. There are some specific circumstances that haven't been met yet. Yeah.
That's fair.
So can we climb down and then climb back up the other side? Because that would be kind of required to fix a bridge. And at the point that we're on the other side, we're on the other side.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Right.
The cliffs are quite vertical, so yes, you could, but by what means? Because you can't just like slide down it and expect that to work. You have to have some kind of means to to rappel down and then scale back up on the other side.
You said
What?
this was Elden Ring aesthetic, right? Like this
Yes.
bridge section?
Yes.
Okay. Arfax like leans over the edge and looks down. Is there like a small like tear in the earth at the base with like a geyser and a current of air at the bottom?
Roll me a straight luck check in that regard. There's 4 DFs.
4DF?
Yeah.
Okay. 4DF?
0. 'Tis not the case.
Okay. I see that there's not one down there, and I'm looking around, and I just write in my journal real quick, and I turn and I face the party, and my journal just says, "America messed up with this one," and then I turn around, and I'm going to use my up special, which is Spirit Spring, where I make one of those.
Gotcha. Before you do that, give me a perception roll as well.
Okay, I can do that. A notice.
Dude, you do see one, but though it's on the farther side of the bridge from where you're at. Farther side of the canyon. So,
Okay,
yeah.
real quick, I write underneath America done messed up with this one. You see, but at least we'll take no fall damage on the other side.
If you make it to the other side.
Right. And then I use Spirit Spring to try and make one.
Oh, with
On
a
our
3. With a 3, yes, you do indeed make a little a little air geyser of sorts in at the end of the bridge.
All right. I do a wave gesture of like, come on, and then I walk over to it and I jump using the Spirit Spring air, which will send me like 20 feet up. Like it's exceedingly high. Like it shouldn't send you that high up, but it does because Elden.
Yeah, like 2 stories. Yeah.
And then I come back down on the other side.
On the other side. Okay, roll aerial for that one there.
Yep.
I have an assist potentially if you need it.
A 2. Ooh, he might.
Okay, I have my wind gust leaf that will let me push objects, so I can help him like kind of steer his fall and break it with my wind gust leaf, which is my
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
It's my side special. It does heavy knockback to another object or character in relation to where I'm standing.
Yes, that would be perfect because that's what he needs right now. Because he's got the vertical, but he needs the horizontal. So that
And I can also kind of like use it to cushion his fall a little bit and help him roll into the fall.
At that point, it would be out of range once he gets because like the other side of the bridge is kind of far for that.
Okay.
But since there's that other Spirit Spring on the other side, if there's one there, you take no fall damage. If it's Elden Ring rules.
Well, that's it. So I should state it's not on the bridge; it's under the bridge. So if that's just like if you mess up, you're not going to die, but you're still at the bottom of the canyon.
Right. Cool.
Yes.
Okay. As soon as I hit the ground, I dodge roll.
All right. Roll me your either your fight or your well, I guess fight to do a dodge roll, I suppose.
Okay, dodge roll.
-2. As you go to do so,
My ankle's cracked.
Yeah, no, you scratch yourself up pretty good as you do so.
Oh.
Since you were just going for style, I'm not going to like say, oh, you're going to take a stress from that, but like you definitely do not like have.
I feel that.
Yeah, no, it is a complete lack of style, and in fact, you've now embarrassed yourself.
Very much Tobey Maguire Spider-Man standing up after slamming into the car. Is like, my back! Oh, my back!
I lean over to Melissa and I'm like, why would he do it like that?
Is that spring thing still like?
Yeah, it
doing
should.
an updraft.
Yeah, it should still be there.
Okay. I look at my friends and I say, "Watch this." And I'm gonna walk off into the spring, and as it launches me up into the air, I would like to use my side B to try and launch myself sideways across.
Yes, would you like to describe your side B for the crowd?
So my side B is like I hop onto my roller, usually on the ground. It's kind of like a Bowser Jr. side B. So it's like I would get on it and I would propel myself sideways to get some horizontal distance. I guess in the air it's gonna look kind of funky, but just kind of launching myself sideways to try and get across, hopefully.
All right. In this case, since you are using it for strictly for directional influence, I'm going to ask you to roll aerial for this.
You sure about that?
A 3.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
I have 0 aerial, so
Yeah. That was just barely what you needed there. So, good job.
Good. Yeah.
all right.
Alrighty, so you have successfully made it across there, Kieran. How did the remaining 2 get across?
Okay. From my understanding, there is a plume of water.
Of air, but it's like a geyser of air.
Of air, sorry. Of air. Is it like far? Like, do I have to go down to get to the?
No, it's
air,
just
or
on. It's just
there? Okay.
at the edge of the bridge.
Hold on.
And I can give you the forward push to help you move sideways like I did with our
Yeah,
facts.
I think with Melissa's push, my up special.
You have great aerials, so even
Okay.
yeah, you should be able to just kind of like
Right.
float across,
Do I roll
since that's like part of what you do is kind of float around, like because in
Yeah.
this form you don't really walk around, do you?
If I want to, but no, yeah. Yeah. So do I roll aerial?
Yes, you would just roll aerial.
Okay.
A 3, perfect. That is exactly what you needed.
Okay. Cool.
All right, and the professor's going to look at you, at Melissa, and be like, "Are you going first, or you want me to?"
You can go ahead, Sonny, if you need to. I can give you a push and help make sure you make it safe.
Oh, no, I just want to make sure that you get across too. Or do you have a plan on how to get across? Because if not, I can help out.
I was just gonna take a run and leap with my pole.
All right, if you say so. Do you feel confident about that one?
Depends on what your plan is.
Oh, my plan was to propel myself sideways using my sprayer here.
Oh?
Yeah. So
Tell me more about this spray.
So this sprayer, he again right now it just looks like an unassuming weed sprayer, but then he like he like presses some buttons and it kind of like a transformer. Like a bunch of mechanical bits are reassembling themselves to make it into a instead of like a sniper gun setting, it is now a like cannon. Essentially, it's like, well, I was going to just kind of shoot this and use the force of that to propel myself sideways.
Oh.
Yeah,
If you want to go like,
this is for the big weeds.
I bet we get a lot of those back on my island. Well, if you want to go right after me, just to kind of give me a little push if I need it, but I think I can make it. But you want to be hot on my heels just in case.
All right, sounds perfect to me. Go right on ahead.
So I back up and I get a good running leap into my pole vault, which does give like pole vaults as I hit his spring, so that it'll push me forward and up at the same time. Like my pole vault is sending me over and a little up, but his thing is sending me a lot up.
All right.
Is the idea?
Go ahead and roll your up B. Yes, there you go. Which for reference for those listening at home, we have the up B use their aerial stats, and all the remaining ones use their special stats by default. And so yes, you with a 2. Oh, I was looking for a 3. The professor sees that you're not. What?
Can I catch her?
Well, the professor sees that you don't quite have the horizontalitude that you need, and is going to himself roll to see if he can correct you in that regard. Let's see here. A mere 1. Oof. Oof.
Oh no.
I catch him in my net and we're both falling together.
Okay, so as oh gosh. Does anyone else try to do anything to catch them?
I would like to try, like, if it looks like they're like, you know, really close to the edge but not quite gonna make it, I want to try and like reach out and catch.
Alrighty. In that case, to catch, roll me either athletics or fight. An 8? Did you just crit?
Whoa!
Oh gosh!
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Okay.
Very stylishly. So my arm, so because I'm kind of like watery, it looks like my arms are like really short at first, but when I go to reach for something, it actually kind of extends a little bit longer. So I just kind of whip my arm out like a lasso, and then just gets her by the hand, and pulls her ever so gracefully to where she just lands perfectly on her feet with no repercussions whatsoever.
Wow, that was really
Okay.
impressive.
Friend, okay?
Friend, thank you. It's getting harder and harder to make those jumps. Thank you for having my back. I'll never forget this.
Alrighty.
You're a good kid.
Very good.
As that happens, so the professor's going to make his attempt to get across using the his weed cannon. A 5 to get himself across, almost critting, but not quite. And yes, he is able to successfully cross the bridge. Wow.
He was holding out on me before.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, in terms of his luck, absolutely. So yeah.
He just sabotaged the mission.
Oh,
I won't forget this.
So what are you guys trying to head up to that giant fusion point up there?
It
I
seems
mean, do you have
important, I don't
somewhere
know.
better for us to go?
It's very shiny.
My journal entry says, "I follow where those who see grace go."
Oh, that's interesting. Well then, it's well, are you
aware of the dangers ahead? Let me ask that.
What are the dangers?
Well, you saw those glitched individuals, right? There will be more of those, especially the closer we get to the fusion point.
You seem pretty capable, right, guys?
If y'all are truly on board for this, like, I would love the help, absolutely. But though, I just don't want to be, you know, putting a bunch of random strangers I just met in unnecessary danger without them being aware of what they're getting into.
Well, is there another way
what
for us to
exactly are we
unmerge
getting
the
into?
world?
This is the only way right now. Unless you want to just leave it to myself and. Actually, I don't know if there's anyone else from the Federation that hasn't also been fused. I'm a little short-handed right now, so it's not that I couldn't use the help, but though it's just that I want to make sure that y'all are willing to help and are aware of what's coming.
Your hands look
What is
regular
coming?
size to me.
I mean, yes, which is the problem here, right? I need more hands in order to do this, you could say. It's a metaphor.
Well, I don't really have hands, but I can make my arms into hands like you saw just now. Does that count?
Oh, that more than counts, I'd say.
Okay. I continue walking.
And the rest of all y'all are down for this?
My
Yeah.
mama raised me to always help a neighbor. Won't be forgetting that now.
And what about you, sir? Pointing to Arfax.
Arfax does the fire spur me emote and then starts walking forward.
I think that's a yes. And you, miss, referring to KV.
Yeah? I didn't say yes. Maybe my mic didn't come through.
Well,
I'm ready to put whatever you need.
bless all of your souls. This really does touch me. This is very kind of you.
You guys have souls too?
Well, of course.
Oh.
That's cool.
Arfax
What
kind of
color are
like
your souls?
stops in his tracks.
I pull out my weapon. What touched you? I'm looking around.
What do you mean, touch me? No, we're good.
Well, you said that something really does touch you. Are there more monsters?
No. Like not physically, feelings.
Oh. Feelings. I stare off into the nothingness.
Bless. What were y'all's names? I don't know if I caught them or not.
I'm KV.
I go up to him and we're the same height, right?
Yes, you would be.
We're the same height, yeah. So I go over to him, hobbling nice and slow, and I shake his hand, clasped in both of mine. I'm like, "It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Melissa Mangrove." And I shake his hand.
He
A big
shakes back.
smile.
Well, a pleasure to meet a fellow acquaintance from my world.
Mm.
And then you, sir, referring to Arfax.
Flips to the journal entry that shows his name.
Is that-
Arfax.
Ooh,
Is that? Ooh, I'm gonna be I'm prone to overthinking this because I've just. I'm not familiar with your linguistical spellings. What is it? ARP hacks?
No.
ARF axe?
Similarly closer, yeah.
Arfax. Hey, they're trying to charm you, they say. And I've been told I'm quite charming. And anyways,
And don't you ever let them tell you otherwise.
oh darn
You
tootin'.
keep that spirit.
Darn tootin', my ma'am. And you fine fellow over there with the hat. What is your name?
Well, in my native tongue, my name is. But you can call me Wally.
All
You know
right.
2 languages?
Apparently.
That's so cool.
Interesting. I'm wondering if the mental part of the fusion was not completely undone, because that's what happened there. By the way, is your mental. So when you fused here, your mental state from one world got mixed with the physical state from another. There have been some that I've seen that have a mix and match of both, and so you might have been like 80% mental, and like maybe 80% physical, 20% mental, and that I believe that 20% mental is not something I address. So, congratulations, you get to keep a little bit of language theory there.
I have no idea what numbers are. But those sound very cool.
Indeed. You there, sir. You seem to be struggling with the verbalizing yourself. You seem to be more so writing out your words. Is there a particular reason for that? Is that something more akin to your natives? To your folk?
Arfax nods, but then also kind of like pulls like his collar a little bit to the side of his armor, and there's like burn scarring all on his neck.
Oh,
That's
golly
hurt.
gee. That
Are you
must
okay?
that must have hurt.
He just nods, yeah.
If you don't mind me still asking ya, Sonny, does it still hurt? I might have a salve that could ease it if it does. Still bothers you. I can't fix the damage, but just ease the irritation if you'd like.
Arfax just kind of like shakes his head no, and then pulls out his like little prattling pate and just goes, "Thank you."
And thank you.
Did evil Pikmin do this to you?
Pull out journal.
I don't want to talk about it.
I bore witness to Mesmer's flame.
Who? Who's Mesmer? Do you guys know Mesmer?
Just reverence, and then hands go up.
Sounds rather
Is he a
mesmerizing.
god? So he's a god.
He kind of shrugs there, yeah.
Should we be afraid of him, or... Oh no.
Nodding his head vigorously, yes.
Is he
Right.
still after you?
He shakes his head
Oh, that's
no.
good.
I'm describing what he's doing for those listening in, but yes, Yes, I'm not just putting words in his own mouth. But anyways, as you guys are discussing this, we'll come over. Suddenly, the bridge you're on changes aesthetic completely to be akin to the Pikmin biome of sorts. Also, and suddenly, like a small earthquake accompanies this occurrence as suddenly it changes from one world to another to another to another to another, before finally settling on this on this Pikmin aesthetic here. And parts of the bridge are now just floating mid-air. And so what is depicted here on this map? Ignore the very left side where there's solid ground, but though you do have these floating segments here, and I'm gonna have y'all start on the left side of this map.
I too recognize the map.
Yes, you do for now.
Oh?
Oh, I accidentally double wallied. Suddenly, as you you see on the other side of it, there's like 4 fragments between you and the and solid ground on the other side. On the other side, you see this bubbling glitch effect kind of starts manifesting itself there, and you hear a voice calling out from it.
Bells. Bells. Bells.
Bells.
Really quickly,
I just start
Orphex
doing
writes in his journal, and he writes down, "It's a bell-bearing hunter. Everyone run!"
Collect. Bells. Debt. Bells.
Are you talking about church bells?
Bells?
Yes, both
Collect bells?
Melissa and Al and Al here both kind of like perk up. It's like, is he talking about money? And suddenly you see the glitch, the glitchy, this kind of like creates the form of a small woodland creature, anthropomorphic, but yet in the same stature as the various Animal Crossing characters that we have here. And that is when you see Tom Nook himself appearing in glitchy form on the other side of this bridge.
Aw, he's cute. Is he a friend?
He owns the world, little one.
He could.
So he's
Yeah.
bad?
Well, in normal situations, he's not a bad guy. He just is quite the entrepreneur. Let's put it that way. He runs a mega corporation that owns a lot of property. He is. If you want to buy a property anywhere, you have to go through Tom Nook.
Is he like Flowey? Is he manipulative?
I'm gonna have the professor roll his lore here to see his response to that. I'm familiar with the Flowey. Yes, he rolls a 3 here. But no, he's not an antagonist. No, he's not someone to, yeah.
He
Is he a business
gave
guy
me a
like my dad?
purpose in life many times, but I he otherwise would have had none.
So he
But
is
if we fight him, he'll go back to his normal spawn. So it's not like we're killing him.
Well, that is indeed correct, and
Okay.
the world seemed to be shifting on us quite a bit here, and I don't think that we should be. I don't know how long these platforms are planning on staying airborne, so we might want to get a move on towards him, I suppose, and see what we can do about this situation.
Wait, the platforms are just floating in midair? Paws suspended in mid-fall?
Yeah.
Are we in
Okay,
control
yeah, let's
order, or are
go.
we still like in?
Yeah, so on the
But
other
the aesthetic has landed thoroughly
in the Pikmin realm right now, as of now. But yes, so you look over and Tom seems to be looking over at you each and is like,
You look like you need to buy property. Buy property. Buy. Debt. Lend. I lend.
I'm scared.
No, thank you.
Say, Mr. Nook, you look like you haven't aged a day.
Lend.
I can't. Say, could I borrow a few bells from you? I'm hoping to build a new bridge over here.
Bells. Lend. Collect debt.
Yes,
Debt.
Yes, you can collect from me.
Collect
Just as soon as we build that bridge.
collect that debt. Collect that debt. Good debt. Collect.
his
I've been having
eyes
this
start
nightmare since
his
I was a
eyes
child.
start to glow purple. And
Also, I'm gonna follow your lead here because it seems like you know what you're doing. You know this guy.
and it's at this
I've had
point
this exact nightmare since I was the size of Wally over there.
it is at this point that I would like you to roll for initiative. Who wants to be the volunteer?
Oh,
I got it. I know this guy. We're buds.
Alrighty.
40 Fs.
Just roll D20 for initiative here. All right. Oh gosh, Tom rolled a D20. Sorry, he rolled a nat 20.
Just also roll a nat 20.
Yeah.
That's
You rolled half that. You rolled a 10.
yeah.
Since Tom rolled a nat 20, he's going to get both of his turns to start off with. Yeah.
he's too powerful.
Tom Nook gets 2 turns. Okay.
That sounds like Tom Nook. Let's be real.
Yeah, no, actually. From what
We
I
want
know
more-
of Tom Nook, that sounds right.
If we want more turns, we gotta
would get a head
take out
start.
a loan.
Tom always gets initiative.
We gotta pay for more turns.
Isn't there like a Mario
Right.
Party spin-off for Animal Crossing where it's kind of like that? Tom Nook just like gets extra stuff.
Oh gosh.
I mean, there's
You're
an
right.
Amiibo festival.
Yeah, the
I've
Amiibo
never
Festival.
heard of it, but I would believe it.
Yeah, Tom Nook doesn't get extra stuff in that. It's pretty balanced in that everyone gets
Yeah.
equally luck based because there's no skill in that game. It's like Mario Party without the fun parts.
Oh,
It's
wonderful.
no mini games. You just roll and you move.
Oh.
That's the whole game.
Yeah, so a couple of other glitches appear alongside him. Three of them specifically. So there's three glitches and then glitched up Nook as well.
Oh no.
Glitched up Nook.
Of course.
Alright.
Tommy, Leif, is that you?
They do not respond.
That's good.
But they are humanoid in form. These, I'm going to let the three glitches go ahead and go. They're going to we're going to play with zones here. So one of the things in Fate Core is you can freely move around. Like there's no movement limitations, except if you want to change a designated zone on the map, that is a turn to do so. So the zones are going to be as follows here. So it is just half and half, right? So where they are at right now is the dividing line, and so they're going to have to make this big old leap to get over here, and that leap is their turn.
Wow.
Okay.
And then Tom Nook is going to just kind of meander up to the edge of the zone that he's currently in. He is going to prepare something on his side. It looks like he's getting out a some kind of phone. Looks like he's just on his phone.
Oh. Texting someone.
Couldn't be bothered.
Is it supposed to be players part 1 before enemies part 2?
No, because he rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
So we're letting all of this happen first, but there wasn't much that they were doing because of the first turn, so not really making much of their nat 20, but nonetheless. Alrighty, players.
Alright, I charge in with reckless abandon.
Arfax would like to follow close behind.
And I smash the one in the middle.
All right, roll to smash, bro.
Hey, that's the name of the thing.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa. He said it.
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
Whoa, he said it. He said the thing.
Just using just normal attack with a 5 to hit. Let's note here. That's awesome. Alrighty, so /R for the F. In this case, it is one of the lackeys. So there we no plus, not equals. There we go. I can type sometimes. A 1 to dodge. So yeah, which one are you hitting? The top, bottom, middle?
The middle one.
Middle one. Alrighty. With how much disparity you did there, you knock him just like you knock him hard enough to where he is now falling. So like he is now as of this point in time, he is suspended in midair, and he will need to do something when his turn comes around to catch himself, unless y'all do something to dunk him further.
Spike.
Yeah, exactly. Arfax, what are you up to?
As fun as that would be, that's not an Arfax move. That's definitely a body opponent bag move to follow that up. But no, that's Arfax will approach the one to the bottom, and he is going to attempt to talk it down. He doesn't understand that like these are fully non-cognizant. Like hearing the conversation, he's thinking these are people like not fully solidified from other realms. So he thinks that they're just
golf club that guy, right?
Yeah, I did. I watched you golf club him. That's fine. Yeah. Arfax is just gonna walk up and he's gonna pull out one of the prattling paints, and he's just gonna say, "You're beautiful," right at one of the glitches. It doesn't work.
0 for rapport. Yeah, no, he. Yeah,
Doesn't work.
nothing happens. Alrighty.
Arfax is very disappointed.
No,
That's all.
You're beautiful.
Alrighty. What is KB up to?
I have a clarifying question. So, you're talking about the 4 zones. Do I have to, as one of my moves, like, jump over this gap?
That gap is free to jump
That's you?
over. You can't stand there, but that gap is free to jump over.
So, like, my turn wouldn't just be getting over there.
No, exactly. Yeah. So because that is within the same zone, you don't have to spend any actions to get to cross over.
Okay. So I would like to... How many hexagons would my up special move make?
There is a ruler tool, but though, like your movement is like you can move anywhere within the same zone. There is no movement limitation outside, like as long as you're staying within the same zone.
So I can move and then hit in like one turn.
Yes.
Sorry for these dumb questions. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to move towards the enemies and then combine my up special and down special so that I jump and then because it says it hits all targets in a burst 1 radius if I am airborne? Or is that for the same? Would I go up in one turn and then come down in the next?
Wait.
I think I broke away.
You can do one movement and then one action. So something that requires a roll is what we count as an action.
Yes, but if I wanted to do my down special in such a way that I hit all targets in a burst 1 radius, I would need to be airborne. And so would I take one turn to get airborne and then the next turn come down?
Yeah, for that. Yes. For that, going airborne would be a turn, yes, because that so that's something we never really played with as much during the last one, but though technically airborne counts as another zone, it's just a zone that more commonly you end up in by means of being tossed in there. But if you were to self-toss yourself into the zone of airborne, that is an action.
Like to self-toss.
Yes.
Okay, that would be aerial.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, these are probably really stupid questions, and I shouldn't be clarifying them like during.
No. These are good to ask because now the viewers at home know too. Yeah, you're helping the viewers too.
Okay.
I didn't know the answers to any of them, for whatever that's worth.
Okay.
That's not surprising though when it comes to you, Palm.
Thank you. I did draw the zone barrier. Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that was you that did that.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
I wasn't sure if it was like 2 and 2 or like 1, 2, 3, 4, just because where all the gaps were. Okay, yeah. I'm there.
Alrighty. Perfect.
I rolled a 4.
No, so that was not meant to be a dig, but more of a tease. But anyways, so yes, go ahead and just move yourself wherever you are aerial-ifying with your 4 to do so. Yes, you are now successfully airborne. Perfect. Move yourself closer to the enemies. All right. And Melissa.
Yes, I'm going to use my Wind Gust heavy knockback to finish off the one that's kind of just dangling in midair.
Alrighty.
Or knock him fully off of the, So I guess I'll have to get close and then hit him in a diagonal direction so that he goes in a downward way.
I suppose so. A 70 hit! Holy smokes! Yeah, no, that guy is smoked. Bye-bye.
Oh.
He falls down to his demise.
I'm sorry. You'll be happier in the next life, dearie.
These are two Melissas stacked on top of each other. That was strange. Alrighty.
That's her final smash. It's just two Melissas.
Her twin pops out and attacks the next one.
Yes.
It's getting out of hand.
The professor will come up and will knock this one back with his gun still being in cannon mode. It's going to be oops all knockback. Yeah, so he's going to roll to hit.
Don't mess up.
A 3 to hit. And this guy has the opportunity to dodge with only a 2 to dodge. He's going to get knocked back real good. Into it, like 2 spaces away from the bridge now. And that brings us back to the top of initiative, which is where we will end today's session.
Mid-fight.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yes.
We need to have Tom Nook like fester in our brain. I mean, he needs to do more intimidation. He'll be in our nightmares. It'll be the whole thing.
It's like a Yu-Gi-Oh! 2-parter in the middle of a duel.
There it is. Yes.
Indeed.
How will
yes.
Yu-Gi and get out of this situation? Tune in next week on 4Kids.
What was it he was typing on his phone? Was he ordering pizza? Find out next time.
They will point very
I'm
aggressively.
hoping he was ordering the helicopter rescue service is what I'm really for.
Oh, okay.
I've never ordered that in game, but that's what I'm hoping it is, and I want to find out what happens.
I would not like that because knowing how fused worlds are being a thing, Fedorable Will's gonna pull in like an attack helicopter from Call of Duty or something. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good.
The 2 Dodo brothers are gonna turn into some, who knows what. Yeah.
Who knows? Who can say? Alrighty. So, for this week's Ask the Player segment, which don't forget that in our official Discord server linked in the description, you can you can suggest questions to be asked to the players in the Ask the Players Discord channel. Wow. We have and also those that have comment sections, Spotify, YouTube, and here on Twitch. Give me your answers as well. If you had one song that you now had to sing every time that you're in the bath or shower for the rest of your life, what would that one song be?
Oh, see, that's so good.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Yes.
Does this mean that I have the ability to hit all the notes correctly? Or just like in general?
Just in general.
I like.
Okay, in general.
By
okay.
practicing it for the rest of your life, you'll get better, though.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
All right, whoever has
What
an
are you
answer, may
singing,
go
Alex?
first.
You sound like an answer.
Hold on. I have to make sure, because I might... Right, hold on. This is real, apparently.
Stars in chat
You won't
saying
actually
right on me.
have to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, The Wizard and I, for Wicked, I think is my answer. It's just a very good song, and I would love to be good at it. So all that practice would make me good at it. I'd be able to belt it all. There you go.
I like it.
Awesome. And who is you?
Oh, yeah, I forgot I was me. I'm Devil Fairy. I stream on Twitch, but I won't be streaming for the next 3 weeks, so that's kind of false advertising. I now have 2 tat videos on my YouTube under Fateful Fairy that are Undertale / Deltarune themed. So go check those out. The cats, send me pictures of cats. That's the only DMs that I'll accept, so pictures of cats and their names. Okay.
Beautiful. Okay. Palm, do you have an answer?
I actually do. It's the same answer as it was last time you asked this question, because for roughly the last 20 years, the answer has been the same. This song came out in 2008, and it has pretty consistently stayed on my shower playlist that entire time since then. It's The Other Side of the Door by Taylor Swift.
Of course, it's
just
a
got
Swiftie
such a
song.
fun bridge. I love it there at the end when she's. It's just so exciting, and I'm like, and the little white dress, and you, and the little white man, you know, and just going to town, having a blast, always and forever, literally since 2008. So, yeah, I don't really stream. I just hang out here once a week, and that's me. Good times, good vibes. You know it. Oh, and I got a new job. That's my fun plug of the week. I work at a cute little tea cafe now instead of at Long John Silver's. It's so fun.
Yeah, that explains the intro.
Nice. Yes, thank you.
So,
it's so fun. I'm loving it.
Do you still count as a waitress, or do we have to change it to so I'm a barista now?
I'm going with the I'm a barista now. So I'm a barista.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's so much more fun.
Alrighty. Which of you gentlemen have an answer?
I got one.
Do it.
So my answer is less for my own enjoyment and more well, I guess in a way it is for my own enjoyment. I am very much in like a basement apartment, so I just would love the eeriness that is the intro and outro song of Over the Garden Wall to be what my neighbors hear from the basement vents while I'm showering. Who is I? Well, yes. I'm a weird dude. No, I'm Midwest Dungeon Delvers. I'm a very variety-based streamer who does a crazy amount of different things. Thank you, Variety Wheel, for sending me on all sorts of different genre-bending adventures. But mostly we do Soulsborne content on the channel, as well as every Thursday night. Don't forget Six Sword Saga, Source Code. We just had our first like on-camera character death, so that was crazy.
I was there in the chat for that one. It was insane. Gee whiz.
That was actually like crazy. But either way, tune in.
All right, Kieran.
The Pokemon theme.
Yes.
I mean, besides that one, come on.
I gotta be the very best, you know.
Like no one ever was.
Yeah. You know, Capitalism's my real test. Training is my cause, you know. Yep. I feel like I already do that sometimes. I don't think that's anything new, so we're just giving the honest answer here. Yep.
And who is you?
I am the K of the Girl Pile. I speedrun the Zelda games with varying success at times. Currently preparing for the Zelda Dungeon Marathon coming up in approximately a week and a half-ish. Yep, that's how math works. where we will be live streaming 24/7 the whole week, trying to do all the Zelda things with varying speeds, just like my runs. And we will be raising money for the awesome charity No Kid Hungry. And also Alex will be there, aka Faithful Fairy.
Yeah, no, I meant talking about
forgot to mention that during her plug. So
I forgot it existed.
Tune
I
in.
forgot I existed.
It will be a good thing.
I forgot that you existed.
Yeah. So if you want more of these content of these two, wait. Oh, what is glitching out on Palm's cam? It was like a hand. It was like head patting her, like when she goes to.
Paul.
Yeah. There's. Oh.
I forgot that you existed.
That was strange.
I thought it would kill me, but it didn't.
But yes, definitely a big shout outs to Zelda Dungeon as well. Definitely go check them out during that marathon. What are the days for their charity marathon?
12 through the 19th.
What was that?
He wants to look it up and I knew it. 12
to the 12th to the 19th of
Beautiful.
July.
Beautiful. Yes, definitely go check them out. Indeed. Alrighty. So, and then my answer. I have a joke answer and then I have a more serious answer. My joke answer, which this started like in my first apartment, I didn't have like a fan in the bathroom, so I had to like open the window. And so every morning, this song just made its way into my head as a result. As I opened up the dirty window with the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. And then, of course, feel the rain on your skin as the shower would start.
You are literally the only person who actually wakes up that chipper, and I love you for that. But, like, I wholeheartedly believe that you would have that as your morning anthem just organically, not even because you forced it to be so.
Oh my God. Yeah. It was 100% organic. But no, my serious answer would be multiplied by need to breathe. Just such a good prayer to God, that one. Alrighty. There we go. Finally, there's the shout out for those here on Twitch to Zelda Dungeon as well. Now, who am I? I do tabletop RPGs here as well as Nintendo games on my Twitch channel and also on my YouTube VODs / gaming channel as well. And on the 4th, mark 4 of your calendars because we're celebrating 4 years. We're going to have 4 different things that we're doing on the 4th, starting at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Hawaiian time, so 10 a.m. Eastern. And we're going to have 4 friends playing Mario Party. We're going to have 4 things that I'm cooking. We're going to have Chapter 4 of Deltarune. We're going to have 4 different Jackbox games. 4 all sorts of 4s in there to celebrate 4 years of streaming. So be there for that.
Are you playing 4 tonight?
No.
4.
No. You mean 4 adorable? 4's adorable.
But will you be streaming from a fort?
Oh. No, and I
Will
need to
we
make
be
this
building
happen
pillow
now.
fort?
A 4-story fort.
Ooh.
A 4-walled fort?
Only you
Oh,
can
boy.
help support and make this happen, viewers, by tuning in and also going to the website and shop.fedorablewill.com. Get your merch.
Fedorable Will.
Oh, I love you guys. Alrighty. Well, with all of that, that will do for today. Can I get from y'all a goodbye, players?
Bye, players.
Goodbye.
And I broke down crying when she wore this for everything in that little black dress.
If you love someone, you tell them the truth. And boy, howdy do I love you guys. So, here's the truth that can be found in Romans 6:5-7. For if we have become united with him, referring to Jesus, in the likeness of his death, certainly we shall also be in the likeness of his resurrection. knowing this, that our old man was crucified with them, in order that our body of sin might be done away with, so that we would no longer be slaves to sin. For he who has died has been justified from sin. That is our true time for today, and that is all the time that we have for today, everyone. Let's go share at 11 hype. I love y'all. Goodbye.